What's up, guys? Chemist here from Meanwhile the Man Cave, and we take a look at all things pop culture, games, toys, or anything we think is cool. And today we are taking a look at the NECA Dungeons & Dragons Warduke action figure, based on the 1980s Dungeons & Dragons figures from LJN. Warduke made his first appearance in 1983 in the LJN action figure toy line. An action figure toy line that came out around the same time as the 1983 Dungeons & Dragons cartoon series. Later, as a sort of toy tie-in, there was a Dungeons & Dragons accessory that was released called the Shady Dragon Inn that gave a number of details about each of the characters in the toy line. The short history it gave about Warduke was that he was once good friends with the good paladin Strongheart before Warduke became exposed to an item called the Heartstone, which brought Warduke's true nature to light. This history was later retconned in a campaign setting that was called the World of Greyhawk. In this, Warduke is a powerful human warrior and part of the Horn Society. In this history, Warduke came under prominence after the Greyhawk Wars, where he spread fear and horror amongst the soldiers. His reign of fear was known from the Barrier Peaks to the Solnar Ocean, and was quickly recruited to help rebuild the Horn Society, and eventually became a hierarch himself. All right, let's take a brief look at the box. Some cool Warduke artwork on the front. And the title of the character on the side, along with a little picture of him on the bottom. Almost kind of like a book binding here. And then a brief description of the Warduke character, along with some poses and another preview of another character in this line. Another preview of the character. And as it is with all the NECA action figures, got the gatefold cover. Nice pose on the side. And a little preview of what we're going to get. So, let's bust Warduke out of his prison and see what we've got. Inside of the box, kind of a cool, creepy forest in there. Can't really see it that well, but it's actually pretty cool. Okay, brief preview of the character here and what we're gonna get. Got 3 extra hands outside of what's already on him. You got the flaming effect for his sword, a dagger, and another knife of some sort. And underneath there, there's a shield. So, let's get a closer look. All right, starting out with the shield. Man, this thing is awesome looking. Back of it's got a flexible strap along with the handle. Really nice. Got a dagger here as well. And another lethal looking knife here. And an armored left hand here. Nice job giving it kind of a leather effect in the palm. A non-armored right hand. And these do have the angled peg in them. And another right hand, but pointing. Directing his troops or whatever. And here it is, his sword, Nightwing. It is a flame burst sword. And comes with the flame effect. And here it is with the flame effect. Just be careful putting it on. It does not go on easy. Sword looks pretty good though. And here he is, Warduke himself. I gotta say, at first glance, this character looks really cool. I love all the accessories that are on him. The painting's very well done. This isn't bad either. I would have preferred if they'd had it as faux fur, but hey, still looks pretty good. Boots. Turning this guy around. See the back of this chain. The satchel on here. Looks really nice. And kind of hard to notice here. Let's move his arm a bit. It is hanging from a chain. You can see it. Okay, here, let's start off with Warduke's articulation. Yeah, obviously the left and right motion of the head, some tilting down, not a lot back at all. There's none. So he's not going to be looking up at any dragons. Lateral movement with his arm, as well as you've got that joint right up here between the shoulder and the bicep, and single elbow joint. But it's not just a single elbow joint, you can also swivel that. So that's a nice thing on these NECA figures. You also have the hinge here at the wrist for angling that. Now, for him, he's got a little bit of an abdomen joint. No crunching, it's more or less just for twisting a bit on that. Not a lot though. So you're not gonna have a ton of articulation with that. Moving down to his legs, lateral movement. And you've got your forward kick, back. You've got your single knee joint that also turns a bit. Down here at the feet, there is no twisting of the foot individually, because he's got it looks like he's pretty much just a boot here. Boy, there's not even much, there's no motion here whatsoever on his feet. So that's a little bit disappointing that his feet don't pivot or anything really. So, all right, we are gonna get Warduke in some poses and I'm gonna tell you what I think. So, I found it fairly easy to pose this Warduke figure. He has a decent amount of accessories. I love the details on this armor and the simulated leather and everything. It's done really well. The painting's very nice on this. And the flame effect I liked a lot on the sword. The only downside to that, it was really difficult to get that flame effect on the sword. You just got to be really careful when you put that on there, because it does not go on easy. It would have been cool if they'd made that fur actually faux fur instead of like the plastic, but still, they made that look pretty good, all in all. The sheaths for the swords and everything actually, and the daggers worked really well for me. And I really like the metal effect on the shield. It looks awesome. And after unboxing this figure and Strongheart, I gotta really hope that they continue with this Dungeons and Dragons line. This line has so much potential for some awesome figures later on down the line. So, bottom line, I really, really like this figure. It's highly recommended if you're a D&D fan or a fantasy fan. This will go great with your display. So, anyway, I want to thank all my return viewers. And if this is your first time, please hit a like and subscribe. It really helps others find our videos. And I want to thank you guys for all tuning in. And please come back every Tuesday at 9 a.m. for a brand new episode of Meanwhile in the Man Cave. I'll talk to you guys later.